And what we've been building for in our 5th year, we've added some depth. And that's always been an issue with injuries here and trying to keep people on the floor and help us in what we're doing. We've been able to go inside out a lot this year, seeing in practice and preseason the ability to score and do some things. I think our team has a very high basketball IQ and are grasping some things. So we're excited about some of the versatility that each of them bring. And I think we're really focusing, and they've really made a concerted effort since the summer, after a disappointing year last year and this year, being able to finish off games. We were in games, or we'd have a short bench, and then this year definitely be able to finish off games and get some W's. And that's been the focus and the drive with these guys leading the way. In our senior class, we have Jimmy and Lindsay. Jimmy, again, top 10 in scoring, top 10 in assists from last year, even as much as we struggled with just overall wins, was able to lead and do some things and had some players around her, and I think we put some more players around her again this year. So, again, we have a scoring presence that we like and also be able to find her teammates. Great, tremendous double duty that she can do on the perimeter. Lindsay Lewis, last year was her first year having a full season coming back from injury. And that veteran leadership, stepping onto the court at Wichita and then just taking her opportunity and filling out the rest of the season in a scoring role for us, being able to extend the D. So, again, the added comfort and experience on the perimeter and in the post, being versatile to do those things, brings a tremendous asset that we need. The other senior is Angela Johnson, coming off of 2 years with some knee issues and trying to bounce back her senior year. Our juniors are led by Madeline Philpott, Missy Bird, and then we have Christina Gamble and Lindsay Steimling. Steimling's returning after knee issues and is coming off a recent knee surgery and getting back on the court and being able to be a big post presence for us when we originally recruited her at 6'3". Chris Gamble gives us a versatile post and guard / on the perimeter, bigger guard, and her season was cut short by a wrist injury last year, which was excited to get on the varsity court for us. So the two that we really look into are Madeline Philpott and Missy Bird. Again, a slasher from the perimeter, Missy Bird, post up, physical post, can press. And I think Philpott, going into this year, we sat down, she knew she needed to move out to the perimeter to be really available for us to use in some of her strengths, and she's responded well. We've had 2 weeks of practice, great preseason with her. She's worked on her game every day in the summer. We'd see her in after camp or after her basic training and all the skill sets she had to do up on the hill. So she's really put in the time and effort to help us go to the next level as you want your returning veterans. And I think the sophomores, Sydney Graham's coming off season-ending Achilles injury, got in here, rehabbed the whole summer, ready to turn the reins over to her to run the squad and do some things on the perimeter for us. Maya Jackson gives us a physical post presence, rebounding, athletic, and Sarah Foch, returning starter in that 5 spot again. And then we have, as we released today, the 5 freshmen in this class, and then 2 walk-ons in addition. So again, we've got some one-on-one scoring capability, post-play, inside presence, and just more depth. We need a lot more bodies than 8 to go through this league, and it's a tough perennial women's league. So those are some of the things we addressed. The staff did a great job recruiting, but we're excited about getting back on the floor and having an opportunity to show what these ladies can do.
Thanks, Coach. At this time, we're going to take questions from people in the room.
Hi, Coach. Great to meet you at KOA News 5 here in town. You mentioned the recruiting aspects of it. Coming off of last season, does that make it maybe a little easier of a sell to get people to come in and be like, listen, it's not working. You need to come in and help us change things and get us back on the right track, so to speak?
Well, I think the recruiting comes into the mix with addressing needs that you need. And then we have a lot of weird injuries that trainers hadn't heard of, or this is a new one for her, dealing with those, and some of those are season-ending, some of those may be career-ending or trying to get back, but knees need time to heal. And then with their daily life and rigors and training, and they're always on the go at our school a little bit more than other schools, so it just doesn't fit in with that. I mean, we're addressing 8. You're going to have to address some recruiting needs, and there is opportunity, definitely. We want to go in that direction and keep moving up. So it does open the door, and we've had success. In the last 2 seasons, being able to put those teams out there and those recruits in classes, so it helps.
You mentioned the talent that you have on the roster and just a matter of getting them healthy and getting out on the floor. Did you, in the offseason, do anything to address like a winning mentality, a killer mentality of once we have them where we want them, we can finally finish the team off and get the win?
Oh, I believe so. A lot of it is, I call it captains in training. So if you're juniors, you're going to be in my office in the spring a lot more because the team's going to be ready to be turned over to you. And these guys are in my office talking a lot, planning, how they wanted to work with the team, their own meetings with them, that mindset, okay, new, fresh start. It's hard no matter who you are with 8 people to beat people in our league. So the numbers hurt us, but they addressed it themselves. I've looked at it for the past 6 months with training, physicalness, and a lot of stuff we're doing agility-wise and just on the court and conditioning. So we've had our toughest, I think they would agree, preseason coming in, and they've responded well. 1 through 15, 2 walk-ons, 1 through 17. So it's a change of mentality, and it's led by these 2 and a great senior class.